In this video, I'll share 5 strange facts about chili pepper plants that you probably didn't know. If you're new here, welcome to Pepper Geek. My name is Calvin, and it's our goal on this channel to help you grow beautiful, healthy pepper plants in your own home garden. But this video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to take a look back at the history of chili peppers, some of the strange ways that they were used throughout history, and take a look into the future of how chili peppers might come in handy as we continue to evolve. A lot of these facts blew my mind when I first learned them, so I hope you enjoy. So we all know chili peppers can be hot and spicy, but the reason they evolved to have this characteristic is really interesting. Capsaicin is the spicy compound contained in hot chilies, and there are 2 main theories why chili peppers have this spicy chemical. The first is really interesting, and it has to do with birds. Birds don't actually experience the pain when they eat spicy chili peppers like we do. And so there's a theory that chili peppers and birds evolved symbiotically. The plants provide food for the birds, and the birds disperse the seeds widely, spreading the chili peppers over a large area. Now, there's no question that birds helped spread chili peppers across vast areas of land, but there's another theory as to why the peppers contain capsaicin. Some studies have shown that peppers with more capsaicin are less vulnerable to fungal infections, and since many wild chili varieties grow in wet and humid climates where fungal infections are widespread, a defense against these fungal infections can mean the difference between life and death. So there is some consensus that this advantage of reduced fungal attacks came before the relationship to birds. However, there's a good chance that both of these evolutionary benefits developed alongside one another over the course of millions of years. The next interesting fact about chili peppers is that they have been grown in space as part of a NASA program. I mentioned we'll be looking into the future of chili plants and how they might benefit our species over the longer term, and this could be the beginning of that process. NASA's Plant Habitat number 4 cultivated chili peppers on the International Space Station, growing peppers in space for the very first time. They did so successfully, by the way. You can see pictures on their Instagram page of peppers floating around on the International Space Station. It's pretty cool, and it shows the plant's resilience and adaptability. They're able to grow in zero gravity and fully artificial conditions. Now, why did they actually do this? Obviously, anything in space is highly expensive. Well, the reason is they want to test alternate methods of feeding the crew on the ISS, and if there are any longer-term missions planned in the future to the moon or even Mars, those people are going to need to eat. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty cool to think about the first pioneers to venture out to Mars might just be snacking on my favorite veggie in space. Now, the next fact is where it really starts to get weird, but before I get into that, what chili pepper facts do you know that I and other viewers might not know about? Leave us a comment down below. I'll be curious to read them. The next chili pepper fact is really strange, and it's that the Aztec people actually used chili peppers as a form of punishment for their children. Back in the 1500s, something called the Mendocino Codex was created, which was basically a collection of paintings which depicted the daily lives of the Aztec people. In it, we see this, a depiction of a parent holding their child over a smoky fire filled with chili peppers. Now, this would obviously not be a pleasant experience for that child, but the theory was that if a child were to throw a tantrum, they might get this punishment where they would be forced to breathe in the spicy smoke of peppers to cleanse them of their rage. Now, it's not totally clear why they used this method, but to me, it just sounds like a serious overreaction to kids being kids, and something that would probably get you in a lot of trouble in today's society. But both the Inca and Aztec peoples likely believed that chili peppers held spiritual powers as well. They were withheld from their diets when they were fasting, and even today, shamans of the native peoples will prescribe chili peppers for protection against future evil or witchcraft. Now, the next fact goes all the way back to the beginning of chili cultivation, which is estimated to be 7,000 to 9,000 years ago. This makes them one of the very first crops to be cultivated in the entire Western Hemisphere. Now, chilies were never a primary food crop, but they were used as a spice, as a medicine, and as a spiritual offering. But 9,000 years is absolutely nothing compared to how long chili peppers have been evolving, which is now estimated to be around 50 million years. Until recently, it was believed that the oldest ancestors of chili peppers developed around 15 million years ago. However, some fossils recently found in Colorado indicate that chili peppers were likely present in the Southwest around 50 million years ago. To give you an idea of how long ago this is, 50 million years ago, our entire continent had a different shape. What is now Florida was completely underwater, and the Rocky Mountains were still in formation. And meanwhile, all this time ago, some spicy chili pepper plants were blowing in the breeze in Arizona and Texas. These prehistoric pepper plants would likely have had tiny berry-shaped fruits on them and probably packed a good punch of heat too. Even to this day, there are wild chili peppers called chiltepins, which still grow in the region, making them one of the few native crops in the United States. The last fact is that chili peppers come from a family of poisonous plants. The most closely related plants to peppers are things like tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplants, and these are all part of the nightshade family. Many of these plants contain a toxic compound known as solanine. The best example of this is when potato tubers are exposed to light, they may start to turn green, which is actually just chlorophyll, something non-toxic, but it can also be an indication of the presence of toxic solanine. So it's always best practice if you see green on your potatoes to trim that off before consuming. Now, the toxic compounds are pretty scary, but many nightshades also produce very useful compounds, including chili peppers, which produce capsaicin, which is very useful for relieving arthritis pain and reducing inflammation via topical creams. Mashed pepper plant leaves have actually been used in combination with vegetable oil as a compress to relieve pain and swelling. And atropine was originally synthesized from deadly nightshade or belladonna and is used now to treat bradycardia or slow heart rate. If you want to take a deep dive on any of these facts and learn more about the history and future of chili peppers, I've left links down below to all of the sources. These are just some of the reasons that we love growing these amazing historic plants in our own home garden. If you want to learn how to grow chili peppers at home, click on one of the video links down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching Pepper Geek, and I'll see you next time.